you and I are gonna have a bit of a talk here in just a moment, so. What's up everyone, how's it going? So today I'm going to update you on a few things. I'm going to answer a couple of questions, and then I'm going to ask you about a few questions. So real quick, I'd like to give a thank you to my newest patron, Martin Chenier. I really hope I pronounced that correctly. Martin, right on dude. Thank you for the support, very awesome. Martina Films has a few questions, and the first one is, what do I do during the day? Whoa, really windy. Oh yeah, that just reminds me, before we get into the questions, the electricity has been out all morning, so I'm not sure if a tree fell or some branches, but no fans, no showers, no nothing, no smoothies. Whoa, did you see that? This branch just fell right next to me. See, that's how windy it is. So hopefully the electricity gets back up and running in no time. But we'll continue on with the question. So as I was saying, Martina Films has a few questions, and the first one is, what do I do what habits do I do, and what do I do during the day to stay motivated and full of energy? Well, of course, it'll be slightly different for different people, but what I do is, first of all, to stay full of energy is drink a lot more water than I think I need to drink. So I have this bottle here, anything will work, but I just make it a habit to always fill it up. And I just fill it up with ice and water and take it everywhere. And if you just have a water bottle with you, it's easy to just sip on water, and it keeps you hydrated, and I find that for me really helps out. Like if I have a glass of water, it's just like not as easy to take around. If you could spill it and this and that, it's a little cumbersome. And there's another part to that question, which would be like, what do I do to stay motivated? Well, like anyone has days where they're not feeling as up as normal. So what I'll do is, I find just watching some of my most favorite YouTubers and YouTube channels really helps me out. So some of the channels that at the moment are my most favorite are, well, Adventure Archives. So they do these big hikes, and they do super high quality videos of the whole thing. And I find just seeing these crazy hikes gets me feeling like I want to go out and do some hikes and film some videos. Some other channels, Craig Adams, really enjoy his videos, and podcasts, those are very cool. And you can listen to the podcast while you're doing something, so that's fun. And Alfie Aesthetics. Alfie and Adventure Archives, they do mostly outdoors videos, so makes me want to go outdoors and stuff. But he only puts up a video every once in a while. Sometimes it can take a while. But anyways, that's what I'll do. But to not spend too much time on the internet and just browsing about, because there's so many videos and just so much stuff on the internet that sometimes I'll find myself just watching video after video and be like, I'm just gonna close my computer and do something else that doesn't involve an electronic. Another question that Martina Films has was, what do I do when I get lost out in the jungle? Well, I've never experienced a serious, I am just totally lost. I have had times where I followed rivers, and then I went off the river, and I couldn't find my way back to the river, and I have a general idea of where I am, but I wasn't I know exactly where I am. But one of the things I do is, on my phone, I have the offline Google Maps downloaded, and a lot of the places that I hike, there's no cell phone service or anything, so there's no way to have internet. But if you download the offline maps of a certain area, so I download a offline Google Maps of my entire area, where I would most likely be hiking, then I can always check that. I normally don't do unless I really need to, but I can use the GPS, because the GPS doesn't use internet, to see where I am and get a rough idea of how I would get home. So that's a last resort. And then of course I always take a phone, so if I really needed to, I could get to somewhere I'd signal and call for help or get something. You just got to be smart about it. Don't just go off into the wilderness, just off into random directions and have any plans. This video wasn't meant to be a full-blown Q&A, I just want to answer a couple questions, but in the near future I'll probably do a live stream where I can answer many more questions of yours. Malaya's heading over here to say hi. Anyways, one of the question that I have for you is, how interested would you be in being a part of a group where we would be learning about cryptocurrency, like Bitcoin and stuff? Now, I have said that I'll be doing once in a while some tutorials over on CoinBros, but this would be like a little bit higher level where we'd be really learning about, like, more in depth about all the little things. Would maybe even start our own coin where it wouldn't be just designed to make like a profit off of the coin. It'd be so we could just like have it to like maybe send it around and like learn the in and outs of cryptocurrency and how it all works. Be like hands-on, except not hands-on because we can't hold our crypto. It's everywhere and nowhere. Right, Malaya? Isn't that right? Anyways, I'd like to give a shout out to Sally Beth, who left a comment on my last video, and it goes along the lines of that it was brilliant, and that she loved the treasures that I found, and that my excitement today was even more sparkling than usual, if that is even possible. So, Sally, very, very kind comment. Thank you very much. And I would just like to give you a big thank you for supporting my journey for so long. Since so long back, she's been leaving comments, supporting different things that I've done, and like one of the things that she did the other day, when we did the YVR stream, we were talking about our brand's logos, but we didn't have it like on hand to show it exactly, and then she posted a picture on Instagram with the logos to show like what logos we were talking about. So that was very nice of you. I'm working on something that has to do with my brand. It's something that I already have, but I'm redoing it a bit simpler, and I would hope to say improving it. And if any of you can guess what that would be, what it is, then leave a comment. But today's positive quote was sent in from Martina Films, who also asked the questions which we answered earlier. And this quote goes as, "It is the set of the sails, not the direction of the wind, that determines which way we will go." And what this quote means to me is that, let's say there is a trail, and there's a trail to get from here to there. The trail seems like it is the easiest way, and because it's the most convenient, it could seem like that's the only way. But there's actually so many other ways. You could go through the jungle this way, through this way, take this shortcut there, and just because a certain way of doing something seems convenient, or is convenient, that doesn't mean that it is the only way. So if you have any quotes, questions, or answers, leave them in the comments. Remember to keep always doing awesome stuff. See you guys in the next one.